How's the interactions been with the locals?
It's been pretty good. It's nice. It's nice. Everybody here is kind of extra nice. I think it's one of those things that in the States and maybe specifically in DC, you don't,
Hmm.
you kind of just pass by everybody and don't say anything. Over here, everybody's saying hi and thank you and
Hmm.
like trying to help you out. There's been a couple of funny instances where I just don't catch on to that are part of the culture. Like we went to the grocery store and typically the baggers there, they take your bags to your car or your cart. They handle it for you.
Wow.
Take it to your
Yeah.
car, load the bags and everything, and then you tip them. And that's how they live. They live off of the tips of delivering your bags for you. They
Wow.
actually don't get paid.
Oh
So
wow.
Wow.
I didn't
All tips.
all tips.
Wow.
No wage, nothing. They just live off tips. And, we finished paying for the groceries and I just grabbed the cart and started walking away like normal. And then the people I was with were they stared at me and they said that the baggers like gave me a funny look and they were just like sorry he doesn't know. And I drove that thing all the way to the car and started loading the bags. And then they were discussing whether or not they should go back and tip the guy because that's his job. He should have.
You basically just took his job from
Yeah,
him.
yeah. So they went back and they tipped them, and everything was fine. But it was a weird thing for them too, right? Because they're not used to that.
Mhm.
So stuff like that. But
Any interactions stand out to you? Like from the I know you've only been there 3-4 days, but any interactions that you're like, man, this is one I'll remember from this trip.
I think a couple things is like the more American influence you've had on your life, be it through TV shows or through actually spending some time in America, um, the more you see the growth opportunity of this country. Um, my cousin, who's doing who's going for his law degree, he
Mhm.
mentioned that people here are very complacent and that they don't necessarily have the drive to encourage the growth and they get uncomfortable with the growth. And I think that's partly due um to being comfortable with people from America sending money and just
Mhm.
living off of that. But there is uh there is a lot of room for growth. There is a lot of room for growth. There's a couple things that do need to change. It's clear that the country wasn't built with the future in mind. There's a lot of traffic
Mm.
issues. There's a lot of issues with uh, old manufacturing plants.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, old
Yeah.
infrastructure, old buildings. The electrical wiring is just all over the place. But I mean, the views are great. Like it's amazing how much improvement has been made in the years that I haven't been here. So the thought is to come back
Mhm.
maybe every once a year, maybe every couple of years. But I
How
definitely
how strong is the currency, by the way?
the grocery store is crazy. You can buy aluminum foil for 50 cents or
50 cents.
$17.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Like I'm not sure exactly what it is, right? But if it's imported from a certain country, you can buy cheap materials, cheap food, cheap
Okay.
anything. But then if it's like imported from the United States, it'll be the same price. A pack of 40 water bottles is $9.